This is Hannah Middlebrooks, a second-year ceramics major at the University of North Florida, and today we are just going to be talking about her life in ceramics. How did you get into ceramics?
I took 2 ceramics classes in high school, but I never felt like I was fully passionate about it, and it was kind of a long shot to take it in college and declare my major before even starting here. But at the end of my first class in college, I realized that it's what I wanted to do, and that out of all the mediums that I've explored, clay was the most intimate thing for me, and 2D art just never really fulfilled me in a lot of ways. So it was around that time that I realized that it's all I really wanted to do, and that I felt a lot of fulfillment through throwing on the wheel. So our program here at school has a sale each semester, and it's super successful. People love it. So that's super fun. And I do also sell to my friends on the side. All my friends and family are always wanting to support and encourage me with my art, and I'm actually having a sale tomorrow, which I hope to sell a lot of my work from this semester.
What has been the most rewarding part of ceramics?
The most rewarding thing has definitely being able to see my growth through like a tangible item that you can hold and use. I like to make functional ware mostly, so mugs and bowls and things like that. So the fact that I'm able to use these items in my everyday life, then it reminds me that I'm doing something that I love and growing all the time with it. So that is super rewarding.
What has been the least rewarding?
Having to accept failure. It's really hard when things aren't going your way, or you feel like the learning process is just too slow. I'm pretty impatient, so when I'm not seeing my work come out exactly the way I pictured it all the time, it definitely hurts, and there's a huge element of pain that comes with doing art all the time, because you're forced to see it, and that sucks sometimes.
How did you develop your style?
That is definitely a hard question, because I feel like I'm nowhere near knowing exactly who I want to be as an artist, and I have to remind myself a lot that I am still in school and I'm still learning. But as of now, I really enjoy wood-fired atmospheric work, but I'm still developing my style for sure, and I'm trying new things with glaze techniques and also firing every kiln possible, because there's so many different outcomes that you can get in doing ceramics. But yeah, right now I really like wood-fired work, and I think I found that through my professors, because they both mainly wood-fire and have had a super heavy influence on me, because I really like the things that they make.
Who inspires you most with ceramics?
My professor, Stephen Haywood, has definitely had a huge influence on me. He makes a lot of utilitarian, functional pottery, and that's what I'm mainly into. And he's also just so funny and encouraging, and makes the studio a fun place to be.
What has been your favorite piece you've made so far?
Last semester, I created a sculptural piece, which is kind of out of my comfort zone, but it was coil constructed and has a sculpture of a heart placed on the inside. I titled it A Lot to Give, and it's kind of just about feeling like I have so much love, and it's not necessarily wanting to be accepted in the ways that I hope. But the piece itself was wood-fired, and the heart was glazed in a rich red and really contradicts itself next to the wood-fired piece. And yeah, that piece got a lot of love from the studio, and I enjoyed making it and felt like I was able to get exactly what I wanted out of it, which is rare, because things tend to come out almost like an element of chance. They'll come out not exactly the way you pictured, but everything about this piece was what I wanted.
What is NCECA and what did you learn from it?
So NCECA is the National Conference for Educators in Ceramic Arts. And this past year it was held in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it was my first time attending the conference. And it's a huge clay event where panels are held to talk about all things clay, and work is sold, and you get to meet a lot of people in the clay community. I learned at NCECA that the community of clay lovers is bigger than I could ever imagine. The whole city was there, and I met so many friends and cool people, and it was really just a beautiful thing. I also attended a panel about being a ceramics instructor, and I learned all kinds of techniques on how to explain the process of centering and throwing on the wheel. Just so much cool stuff that I definitely will need to understand how to communicate to others if I want to be a teacher.